Okay, if you just own all the decisions, you've just got a bunch of foot soldiers working for you, and eventually everything comes back to you. The buck stops with you. Good morning from a gorgeous day in Cyprus. Gardens are out in force. Lots of wonderful things happening. And I was taking a leaf out of Helmi's book today, and I said, I'm going to shoot a video no matter what. I'm going to shoot a video and discuss something. And today I want to discuss decision making and how two types of decisions weigh heavy, different weights of heaviness on a founder's mind, right? There's type 1 decisions and type 2 decisions. A type 1 decision is the heaviest type. These are largely high impact, they have high consequence, and they are largely irreversible once made, right? So it's very difficult once you've made a decision to go back on that decision. Okay, so if you take a life event, this could be choosing where you live, right? You can choose where you live, and you go through the whole process, you move into your house, and it's like, whoa, we've just bought this, but actually it never felt right in the first place. And yeah, now you own a house that you don't really like in a place you don't really want to be. And it's a largely irreversible decision. Yes, you can move, but it's not something that's going to happen straight away or easy. So the type 2 decision is kind of opposite. Type 2 decision is reversible and can be revised. And a type 2 decision is something that you want to be able to delegate, because this is the little weight plates that stack up. And if you stack up enough light weight plates, it starts to get very heavy. And of course, it increases with the number of decisions that you're in control of. The more decisions you control, the more this will impact things like your sleep, your mental clarity, your ability to make good decisions, and your ability to think clearly. But what it also does is it slows down your team's progress. Right? A type 2 decision, to give you a similar analogy with a life event, is like going to buy some groceries, and you pick out a normal potato, but you were supposed to get a sweet potato. It's like, okay, not a big deal. It's something that's not going to change your life, I hope, to such a degree that it really has any impact. Okay, probably a better analogy or example out there somewhere. Now, when it comes to deciding whether it's a type 1 or type 2 decision to make, a type 1 decision is, will this have high consequence on my business strategy, my vision? Okay, is this a largely irreversible decision that I'm about to make that will have consequences, either positive or negative, but it will have consequence to our vision and our goals? Okay, if so, that's where you need to be involved. That is your job as a founder. It's your role. Now, with a type 2 decision, it's, can this be reversed or revised? Really simple question. So, if it can, then it's something that you should, as much as possible, look to delegate, because you don't need to be making those decisions. That's why you hire people, to have agency over some decisions and to add value to your business. Okay, if you just own all the decisions, you've just got a bunch of foot soldiers working for you, and eventually everything comes back to you. The buck stops with you. So if you're struggling from waking up in the middle of the night, or when you're with family and friends, but your mind's elsewhere, that's when you want to take on this exercise to start to break down those decisions and try to make more sense of what decisions are weighing on your mind and how you can outsource those to others in your team. Just going to go through a gate here. So take this away, make a list of all the decisions that you've made recently, and think about the decisions that are listed under type 2 and what you can do with them. Whether you could delegate them to existing team members, or whether you could potentially, if there's enough of them and you own all of them, whether you or not you could hire someone to take care of those, to do them for you, and see what lands, see what comes back. Anyway, I'm back home now, so I will love you and leave you. Peace. Cheers.